So how did you feel after coming to me?
When you asked me about
Some couple of questions.
I
You
was
got a
like,
little bit nervous.
yeah,
And you were a little bit nervous and you could not
yeah,
present your ideas properly and confidently, right?
yeah,
Just only 2 months before, right? And now you are developing your confidence level. So you got an opportunity to talk, to share your ideas with
yes,
the other students, those who are equally interested to speak in English like you. So, but today, just before 2 months ago, you're not so much confidence like that. So today, how do you feel when you're just speaking right in front of camera? See, you are talking in English with me right in front of camera together. Now, don't you feel nervous?
no.
Okay, very good. Now tell me why camera practice, like speaking in English in front of camera, is it effective? Do you think is it effective?
When you speak, you improve slowly. Even if you can't speak properly,
Then also you can try.
yeah, you can try. Slowly, it will get better.
Yes,
Like
yes, yes.
at first, it's broken.
Definitely, because
Like
our last mistake is our best teacher.
yeah,
If we don't make mistake, that means we are not learning something new, right?
yeah,
We make mistake when we're doing something new which we've never done before,
yes,
right? And if you're not making mistake, that means you're just simply repeating what you know already. That's not progress. Okay, is it recording or just watching the video only? Is it recording? Okay, fine. Now the thing is that I've got some couple of questions like today early in the morning. The weather is so extreme outside. Now it's quite opposite to the global warming. So why do you think it's so cold? We are supposed to face the global warming. The temperature is dropping so much rapidly. Why is it happening, according to you?
I think it's natural. I think by my perspective, it's
Just
natural.
just sometimes ago
because-
you said you just gave a reference like human beings are cutting down the trees, but so far we know that if we just cut down the trees, then drought comes, like no rainfall, drought,
yeah,
and global warming. It
yeah.
is direct connected with the global warming.
They say that 20 years of pollution
Reduced
was reduced in this
during this pandemic
in this time,
situation.
in 1 year.
1 year.
Like, so I think that's one of the reasons. And maybe there's something else like magnetic effects or earth's
Okay,
rotation or
okay,
something else.
very good answer. Yeah, it is connected with this type of things. Like, I would like to know one thing from you: why English communication is so important for you, especially for any type of scientific study, engineering study, technological study. The books are printed in English
Yeah,
language.
and they are all
The base
printed in
versions of
English.
books are
Yes,
always
yes,
in
yes, yes.
English. That means those people who are good and comfortable in communication, in English communication or English understanding. So it's much more, or this is much better for
Convenient.
them, convenient. And especially during the selection purpose also, right?
Yeah.
During the campus selection,
They will prefer those who
who are
can
good at
speak in
communication.
English better, like who are good in communications.
Yes, yes. They will be getting the opportunity.
Yes.
Anyway, it's a very good things like, see, this is the way that I'm just helping you to develop your English communication skill, and camera is the best option. In my previous video also I shared this concept. Like a lot of mentors, lot of teachers, they say practice in front of mirror, but I say practice in front of camera.
Camera.
So what is the difference between these two procedures?
I think camera is better. I mean, like you can watch your progress, or you can
And you can also
find your
inspect your mistakes, right?
Yeah, yeah. You can check your mistakes or anything else. When you talk to others, you might get conscious about it.
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
speaking in front of a mirror, that helps you.
Yes.
But that will not help
That
you
will not
much.
correct your mistakes.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
you're not getting that opportunity after the conversation is over. What are the mistakes that you made during the
Yeah.
conversation? Because that moment is over, right?
Yes.
You cannot recall that moment exactly whatever you said. You told me one thing. Did you write more in my class or you talked more in my class?
I didn't write at first. Only the basic rules.
5 rules. Okay. These are the 5 rules. I taught them only 5 grammar section. and they are sentence, tense,
Tense,
voice,
voice,
and modals
modals.
and clause. That's it. We don't need extra additional grammatical syntaxes to get fluent in English. And this is what I'm doing in my classroom. The environment should be just like English environment.
Yeah.
Like learning how to speak in English is equal to like learning how to swim in water. If you don't get into the water, you can never learn how to swim, right? And if you don't practice in English, you will never learn how to speak in English. That's why practice makes a man perfect. The more grammar section you will read, the more confused you will be, right?
Yes.
Because learning grammar makes you think English and practice makes you speak English. So always go for the practice, not for
Practice.
learning the grammatical stuff.
That
Okay.
will happen automatically.
Yeah, and everybody can know. So
Everybody.
most of the people who are or who will be watching the video, they might know two things like how to understand and how to read and how to write as well. Because this is what we have been taught in school and colleges, right? In college and school, we used to go to learn English grammar and also to complete the syllabus
Yes.
which was prescribed by the board to score marks in exam and to qualify the board exam. That was the purpose. So we read English as a subject. At that time, in school, you read English as a subject. We had to read the syllabus to score marks and crack the exam. But in practical field, it's quite different. Because the teachers come only for 40 minutes. And within 40 minutes, if that teacher individually gives only 1 minute each student, total he can give 40 minutes, right? But one student will get only 1 minute, and that 1 minute is not enough for the students to practice English. But in school, the total student is not 40.
Yeah, much.
Sometimes it's crossing 100 as well.
Yes.
So do you think that a teacher who comes for 40 minutes can give 120 minutes for 120 students each? Not possible. That is the reason why government school, most of the cases, I'm not telling everywhere, the government school 95%, the students are not able to speak English, to learn English as a language. That's why they're learning English as a subject to score marks. And later on, in the higher study or competitive exams or in real life situation, when it comes to job and earning and learning, that time they face problem. And again, they come to me. Sir, help me to build that English communication skill. Otherwise, I will not get promotion. Otherwise, I'll not get increment in my salary, my designation. Okay, so English language unfolds a lot of opportunities in life because the world is digital and different type of international companies, MNCs, they're coming and they're hiring that type of eligible person who can contribute who can contribute something to the company. Then only they will get salary. You know what is the biggest problem? Most of the time we want the company should provide us huge amount of salary. We'll be happy. Because we're thinking from our side. We never think what the company is going to get the benefit. Will the company get the benefit after recruiting me? So before we get something or before we expect something from the company, we must build some skills so that we can contribute to the development of the company. Then only they will give you, because the world is running on this concept, giving and taking. If you have something to give to the people in the society, that means you deserve to get something back in return from them. The Newton's third law says the same thing. Every action has its opposite and equal reaction. Apply it in practical life in a different way. Don't apply it all the time only in mathematical calculations for the scientific study. Use it. Like Newton's third law, what does it say? What is the Newton's third law?
Every action has a equal and opposite reaction.
That means if you can give, you can get.
Yes.
So before you give, you build. Okay. If you don't build your abilities, people will not pay for that. Okay. So it was a nice introduction early in the morning today, quite motivational. So first of all, you need to be financially stable in this modern world, and then try to maintain that hobby, because empty stomach, this is really.
But
Yes, come in.
the social life of ants
Yes, good morning.
It's very interesting, like how they treat their queens.
Simran, spread that mat, huh? Anyway, it was a very good and positive interactions with Antik. He shared so many valuable concepts and valuable ideas and information, and hope he will do it better in future. This is just a beginning. The best is yet to come. You have to learn more. You have to share more, and then you have to leave impact in the society before leaving the world one day. Okay, bye bye. Led me up to this moment. It's time for me to take this tea because I need to energize my body. Okay, so go to your places. Thank you very much for
Thank you,
being
sir.
with me. Okay.